But so I use TikTok Service Plus for a variety of different reasons. One of the things that I do is I give away a lot of free stuff. I've got free audiobooks that I give away. I don't sell any of my audiobooks. I've got a ton of free training that I give away. And so if I'm doing that call to action, like if I'm teaching tax strategy that my CPA tax firm does for clients, I'm like, hey, let me teach you some of the stuff that we do for our clients. Here's a case study of how we help this person save on taxes. If you want my free tax savings audiobook, I'm happy to give it away. Then I'll send them to TikTok Service Plus so they can go get it for free. And then I'll pull up my TikTok Service Plus little logo and I'll say, hey, just tap on this guy down here and then you can get it for free. And then what I'll do on the back end, to your question, Nelson, is they'll submit either their number or their email, whatever they prefer. And then after this, when the TikTok Live is done, I will then take my leads from TikTok and then I will plug them into my email tool and I will email it to them automatically. Then, or if they send me their number, then I will text them the tools they requested. So if they're asking for the free tools, then I'll use the other software to go out there and get that stuff. I love the paddle. Yeah, let's go. And then so it just depends on what the thing is. But I take TikTok, like, here's the brilliance. TikTok is so good at traffic. TikTok is so good at traffic that everybody's trying to copy them. All the other social platforms try to copy TikTok. Well, why, as a business owner, wouldn't you partner up with TikTok and use all the tools they're using, then use them on your email tools, use them in your text messaging tools. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. So what I'm saying, like, one, you're already late. Number two, everybody else is late, so get in the game. So I would go register with TikTok Service Plus, jump into their spring campaign, learn from people like Nelson so you can learn how to do this game because it's awesome.
Thank you. Well, that's a great answer. And I think one of the things that was really powerful that you said was about like the idea of like converting fast, right? Yep. It's one thing to go live a lot. It's one thing to even get a lot of leads through Service Plus, but it's a big error that a lot of creators do is when they sleep on those leads, right? They don't do anything with those leads. They just kind of let it kind of hang out. You don't want to do that. I see a lot of good questions in the comments, so I'm going to start scrolling back to get some. Okay, love the paddle. We love that too. Another second time somebody's asked, do you need to switch to a business account? No, you do not. The great thing about Service Plus is that it's available for every type of creator, right? So if you're a personal creator, a personal account creator, you can go ahead and just use the direct message shortcut, which again, fundamentally accomplishes the same thing, right? You're going to tell people to tap the orange button with the arrow in it that's in the bottom left corner of their screen, right? And with the direct message shortcut, a big part of it is like I've seen so many creators turn on Service Plus, they turn on the direct message shortcut, but you know what they do? They don't customize the language in the shortcut. What do I mean by that? So they turn on Service Plus, they turn on direct message, and they leave it to say, ask me anything, which in my opinion is as useful as going to a store, buying a picture frame, and then leaving the fake family photo in that frame and hanging it up in your house. Doesn't make any sense. You've not made it your own. So when you turn on Service Plus, when you turn on the direct message shortcut, do yourself a favor, get in there, click the little three dots to the right, click edit, and delete Ask Me Anything and make it about yourself. So if your business requires, a WhatsApp number for your clients, say, hey, send me your WhatsApp to connect. Or if your business requires email addresses to put into your CRM or to your book of business, say, hey, send me your email address to connect. Or if you're a tarot reader or something and you just could do things ad hoc and you can respond to direct messages one by one, say, hey, send me your question or send me your reading or your reading request. Those who ask get fed. So depending on how you write it, that's going to tell you the kind of responses you're going to get. So that's for a personal account. If you have a business account, the one level up aspect of it is what Will uses, which is the customized contact form, which you can also just pin to the bottom of your screen. So I'm pinning my contact form for Service Plus at the bottom here. So this way, while you're in your live, if you pin it, somebody could see it, go, hey, you know what? That's for me. Will's got what I need. I'm picking up what he's putting down. Let me go ahead and tap that. You could ask people's names, city and state, phone numbers, email addresses, what have you. You could select the kind of fields you want. And what's great about the contact form is that it then all organizes into a nice Excel sheet on the back end of your TikTok business suite into your leads manager. So at the end of every live, you can go back into your business manager and download the Excel sheet in nice organized columns of everybody who's filled out your form. And if you get big responses, like Will gets a lot of responses, this is a nice way to sort of automate and organize all those responses and then spit it into your CRM. So then that way you can get that sales cycle going, figure out that outreach. I did see somebody here ask, does Will ever do one-on-ones? If you want to answer that, Will, and maybe talk about if you do or don't, and then how that translates into how your decision is to scale your business.
Yeah, so I every now and then I'll open up one-on-ones. Right now I'm completely sold out. I don't have any more availability for one-on-ones. I do a lot of coaching and stuff for business owners and helping them scale. I'm happy to help. Like if you've got TikTok Service Plus questions, if you've got TikTok Live questions, I'm helping. I mean, happy to help anyway. Nelson knows he can call me, text me, email me anytime, and I'm happy to help. But for one-on-ones on the other side, I don't have those anymore. I'm just completely sold out. And I need help with my account. Message TikTok Service Plus. Go get registered for their spring campaign. They've got their little orange button on there. It's awesome. I mean, it can be huge. And like Nelson said, you can go live and generate leads for your business, for whatever you've got going on, and then you export them on the back end. And you've got whatever you asked for, emails, phone numbers, if you're going to send them stuff, address, and then you can utilize that in your business, which is extremely powerful. I don't think you understand how powerful it is until you realize how much businesses spend in advertising revenue or in any kind of revenue to go generate new leads, to go get that kind of information. TikTok Live allows you to connect with the people you're trying to connect with and then build your business. It's incredible. I highly recommend it for everybody.
Thank you, Will. Thanks so much. And for those of you just joining, as we head into this final stretch of the live, I'm Nelson. I'm a creator manager here at TikTok in Los Angeles in the TikTok Live department. And we are talking about my favorite feature, Service Plus, which is a great free lead generation tool that anybody could use in their TikTok Live. We have with us a very special guest. We have Moneyman Myers, who's one of the best TikTok Live creators out in the game. If you don't know him, now you know him. Follow him too. Watch his lives. He's going to school you in so many different ways. And for us, the added bonus is he's basically the ideal creator as far as like how to win clients during your live, which again, I really want to separate that notion between that and what a lot of creators do on live, which is they kind of get into like, they go out live just to kind of get gifts, which is fine. It can be fun. And some people, that's just their only intention. But I do know probably there's a lot of people in this live who want to go live because they actually have some sort of business or consultation practice or something where they want new clients. And like Will said, our app has a reach, a global reach, which is unmatched. Nobody else can do what TikTok does. So it's a great opportunity to like get these new faces, new eyeballs every day, to learn about who you are, to demonstrate your expertise, build your community around your brand, and then offer a way for people to connect with you. And that's the most important thing. So I want to take some more questions here. I'm going to go through here. Let's see here. Let's see some of these questions.
I'll take a question. It says, I'm stuck in time management. Okay, so here's how I would think about TikTok Live. How many of you want to produce more content? You want to be a better content creator or you want to get started? Just type C in the chat for content creator. Or like to the question, I'm stuck between time management, producing long form, short form. Where's there going to be time for TikTok Live? Just type C in the chat. You have to understand that TikTok Live is a high leverage piece. It seems like you don't have time to do it now, but when you understand the power of what TikTok Live can do for you, when people can get to know you one-on-one like this and really get to know who you are, then you build a deeper connection with people and you can actually scale your business on a much higher level. Because of what we talked about earlier, it's a high leverage point. You say one message one time, and then hundreds, thousands of people see it. So, but furthermore, you can build your TikTok Live around what you're doing. It's just the highest form of marketing is demonstration. Like, like the sham wow, where they like, look at this mess, wham, it's gone, right? It's just demonstration, or the slap chop or whatever. Like, if you can demonstrate to your audience what you're doing, or what your thing is about, however you would demonstrate that, then you can set up TikTok Live while you're doing the thing and then interact with them. You know what I'm saying? So I want you, here's what I would recommend. How many of you want to earn more money this year? Just say me in the chat. How many of you want to earn less money and you want to be poor? Type P in the chat. We welcome everybody here and we love you no matter what. If you want to earn more money, I recommend that you dive deep into TikTok Live and Service Plus. Try it for 30 days. Try it for 60 days. Learn how it works. Like Ginzu Knives, like all this stuff. Try it out. Connect with TikTok Service Plus. Go into the TikTok Service Plus profile. Go sign up for the spring campaign, which is free, which is crazy. I told them they should have charged for it. I'm like, y'all can charge thousands. They're like, we're doing it free. I'm like, okay, whatever, guys. So go register and go learn how that stuff works. After 30, 60 days, if it doesn't work for you, cool. You gain skill. You can take that skill to the next thing that you do. If it does work for you, like it's worked for me and like many other TikTok Live and Service Plus creators, then you've developed a new skill. You found a way to integrate that into what you're doing, and you have major leverage, which allows you to scale and grow your business. Cool? Highly recommend that.
Real good. So thank you, Will. Ezra in Exchange just had a couple good comments I was reading here. So one, he mentioned that, he does like the business account because of the fact that, you could automate, and it sounds like he uses Go High Level after the fact to use those emails he gets to the form, which is great. Again, Ezra's thinking ahead. Ezra in Exchange is thinking about, like, how do I convert on the back end? Because going live is getting visibility. Service Plus is getting the leads, and then it's always going to be up to the creator on how you convert, right? Like, nobody's going to run your business for you. You have to advocate for yourself and go, like, how am I going to convert that? Another thing that Ezra just said, which I thought was interesting. See here. Oh yeah. So Service Plus also does offer a shortcut for a paid video course. So if you do have pre-recorded videos, you can upload those videos and have a separate shortcut within Service Plus to charge people to view those videos within the TikTok app exclusively. Ezra's question, though, was saying that he's also running a school, SKOL, online as well. I've seen lots of creators still live the best of both worlds, right? Because there's nothing preventing you, Ezra, to continue going live on TikTok, getting those leads, and then after the fact, following up with them through your Go High Level, saying, you know what, I also offer this community in school or on Beacons or whatever else it is. Always look at live as like your big net to get a lot of fish in, and then how you convert them, where you send them after the live stream is literally and figuratively your business. So I don't think there's any sort of limitation to that, right? Many creators obviously have to have their lots of hats on and have different platforms that they're utilizing, but for different things, right? Like, I use Facebook to find pictures of my mother-in-law or grandparents' photos. But you go live to get potential clients, just like people go like on Instagram to like maybe see like what's cool in fashion or to see what your friends are doing in their stories. But then they go on YouTube to watch movie trailers, right? Everything serves its purpose once you wrap your head around what you want out of it. I think a lot of creators tend to get burnout because they try to do the same thing on everything and then not really do 100% on anything, and then just kind of get burnt out and discouraged. And it doesn't have to be that hard, right? Everybody knows that saying, work smarter, not harder. Service Plus is a free tool within TikTok Live that could help you work harder, not smarter. Does everybody here type in number one if you know what funnel math is, the concept of funnel math? Let's see if you know what funnel math is, put a one in the comments. I'm curious to see if people know what funnel math is. Let's see, we've got a lot of people joining. Okay. So that's one, I think. Okay, well so funnel math, right? Everybody knows what a funnel is, right? You put oil in your car. At the end of the funnel, it's a very small little spout, very small little hole that's actually coming out, right? But in order to get to that point, you have to fill up the big wide spot at the beginning, the really big wide opening. That's how you should look at your business with TikTok Live, right? You're going live because you want to get as many leads as possible, because not everybody who's going to contact you is probably going to buy your service or your product or whatnot down the road. But if you do have a big, dream goal, a big number, just times that by 10 or something, or by 100, depending on what your business is. So you're going to want to go live more. You're going to need more leads, and you're going to need a way to capture all those leads. And that's what Service Plus is. And again, if you're just joining, Service Plus, it's this orange button here down in the bottom left corner of your screen. So follow me down here, right there. And then you're going to want to fill out that form. It's going to give you the opportunity to send me your name and email. So then that way we could tell you about all the cool things Service Plus has to have. You could join our community. You could get connected to a creative manager like myself who can give you additional tips. We also have a Spring into Action campaign that's happening that starts on March 9th, where you have the opportunity to win new clients. And for those winners who win a lot of clients, they could win up to $200 in promote coupons, let alone additional exposures and impressions. So don't forget to fill out this form to learn more about TikTok Service Plus. And as we wrap up, I'll swing it back to Will, just in case you had any sort of closing thoughts or things that you think that I may have missed.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So anybody, I highly recommend. I mean, I've been going TikTok Live for a while now, and I use it almost exclusively for lead generation. So if you want to grow and expand your business, I highly recommend reach out to Nelson, reach out to his team on TikTok Service Plus. If you don't have the orange button that he's talking about, you need to update your TikTok app. In the meantime, shoot him a DM, shoot him a message, whatever you got to do to get connected. I don't know if they're TikTok profile, whatever, but go get signed up for this spring campaign, March 9th. It's incredible. A lot of the skills that I demonstrate and I utilize to help grow my business, I've learned from Nelson and from the TikTok Service Plus team. So I highly recommend that. I would just encourage everybody to check out TikTok Live, to use it. I tell all of my friends, everybody that's around me, if they're like, I want to get more consistent with my content. I want to be on social media more. I want to improve my business. I want to make more money. I want to, anytime I'm like, that they're around me, TikTok Live, TikTok Service Plus. Like, I'm not just saying, this is, I think Nelson reached out to me because I'm like this all the time. I just happen to be saying this now. I'm always, so, and if there's anything that I can do to help, if you're inside of the TikTok Spring campaign, we might do something special later on where I'm happy to teach for free. So go get registered, go get signed up, and I'm happy to share any tips that I can. This is fun. I love this stuff. And you don't need something fancy like this. You just need well lit, and then let it rip. Go demonstrate.
Thank you, Will. And he said it best. Just let it rip, right? Going live. I mean, like, can you imagine, my background before TikTok was a television producer. I produced shows like Steve Harvey for several years in Chicago, Access Hollywood with Mario Lopez, RuPaul at Warner Brothers, The Doctors at Paramount. I'm used to like having to work with talent and broadcast saying, okay, this is the one time people are going to watch us at 1 p.m. right after Montel Williams or whatever. So this is the only time to tune in. How powerful is it that now anybody with a smartphone and who's downloaded the TikTok app can go live from anywhere? What a great enriching way to connect with people all around the world to find similar interests. And that's what TikTok's always been doing, from short videos to the gifting program. But now what we're also seeing from a business standpoint is it's a great platform where it's like now Will doesn't have to go rent studio space at the local KCRW TV station to reach people for an hour. He can do it anytime he wants. And then now with Service Pluses, with that button, you're able to like not only just go live, but also capture the leads, connect with people, make it make sense. And then that way you're not just going live just to go live. You're going live to make additional revenue for yourself and your business, which is ultimately the goal. And why are we even sharing these tips? I have creators ask me all the time. You know why? Because if you're using live, if you're making money, if you're happy, guess what's going to happen? You just have to use TikTok Live, won't you? We've become now an integral part of your life. You can't, it's like, the second somebody like realizes what chocolate tastes like, you're never gonna want to have chocolate, right? So with us, it's just like, help me help you. I'll Jerry Maguire it. Help me help you. We're gonna make you the best creator who's gonna have the most success on TikTok Live. So then that way it's like, you can't imagine a world without TikTok Live. And we don't want, and that's what we want too, because we just want to continue to grow. In 2026, it's all about escalation, getting people, just everybody rising to the top. So let's do that together. We're here to help. We're going to do more and more of these kinds of live streams. But again, I'll pin this one last time before we end. So fill out the form down there if you're new here. My name is Nelson. I'm a creator manager here at TikTok. I'm here with Will Myers, aka Moneyman Myers. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you watch his lives. I mean, he is the Harvard of TikTok lives. If you watch just 5 minutes of his lives, you go like, wow, I need to step my game up. When you watch Will, when you see him cooking, that's when you're like, it gets you excited. You don't even feel discouraged. If anything, you feel hyped. He's the hype man, because it's like, this is who he is with or without TikTok. But thank God that TikTok Live exists, because now more people can know about him, his awesome personality, what he has to offer, the practicality of his business, and like the money and like the money making tips he's giving. I mean, like, his name is Moneyman Myers, right? It's like, hello, the proof's in the pudding. It's right there. So I just want to thank you, Will, so much for joining us for this hour. I want to thank everybody else who's joined us for this hour, for watching, for learning how to connect. Again, before you leave the live, find this orange button. It's down here in the bottom left corner of the screen. Fill out the contact form. We're just asking for 2 things, your name and your email address, and we will follow up with you to learn more about our community, creator managers like myself, and this cool Spring into Action campaign to win new clients that we're having on March 9th, where you can win up to $200 of promo coupons and additional exposures for your account. So thank you, everybody. If you're not already following TikTok Service Plus, hit the follow button, and also follow Moneyman Myers. I'm sure we'll put some of these clips on our page, so people, in case you missed it, but make sure you follow, so that way you see our live events, and make sure you follow Moneyman Myers. Will, when's the next time you're going to go live? So people know.
Iceman, baby. Shout out to Caleb Williams.
There you go.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
I go live all the time. And so as we wind up, guys, we've got like 2 minutes left of this TikTok Live. Make sure you go get registered right now on the TikTok Service Plus page with Nelson. We're going to end this thing, and that's going to be your last chance. So make sure you go get registered. It's free. You get access to the TikTok Service Plus team. You get access to Nelson. You learn the tips of everything you need. So go do that now. And then before we get out of here, I want you to understand what Nelson just talked about. Normally, in order for you to have access to this number of people, you would have to spend millions and millions of dollars to build a full-fledged studio. Warner Brothers, Netflix, like all that stuff. That's out. We don't have that anymore. Now, all you need is a free TikTok account, like a phone. You already have one of those. You're watching me on it. And now you have access and training to the TikTok Service Plus team. Are you kidding me? It doesn't cost you any money and you get the Service Plus tools. You would be crazy not to go get registered because they have free stuff. So the power is back in our hands. You don't need all that expense to go build media and to get in front of your ideal audience as a business owner. So highly encourage you before we get out of here to go get registered, because once this live ends, it's gone. Go get registered now. And Nelson, I appreciate you, man. Iceman in the house.
Let's go, Bears. I appreciate you, Tool. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's been watching. We hope you got something out of it. Again, the orange button looks like this. It's down in the bottom left corner of your screen, Service Plus. Fill out the form. Follow us. Follow Will. He'll be going live tomorrow, I'm sure. He's can't miss TV. He's must see Fridays. He's must see TV. TGIF, but it's TGIT. Thank God it's Thursday. Actually, it's Tuesday. Thank God it's Tuesday. We're here with Moneyman Myers. Thank you, everybody, so much. Big thank you to Moneyman Myers. Hope everybody has a great day. Don't forget to go live, turn on Service Plus, and connect with more people, and hopefully get more clients. Thank you, everybody, so much.